The night was silent and still, as if the universe itself was holding its breath. In a small, secluded cave atop the rugged mountains near Mecca, a man known for his quiet reflection sat in solitude, unaware that his life was about to change forever. At that very moment, as the darkness deepened and the stars shimmered overhead, a divine presence descended into the silence. This was the first revelation, the moment when Allah's command pierced the stillness of the night and ignited a flame of guidance that would transform history. In the solitude of the cave of Hira, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, experienced a miraculous encounter that would set in motion a journey of faith, knowledge, and hope for all humanity. As the man sat in deep contemplation, his heart full of both wonder and apprehension, the angel Gabriel appeared with a radiance that outshone the moon itself. The angel's voice resonated with power and gentleness, calling out the simple yet profound command, Iqra, meaning read or recite. In that moment, the words of the Creator echoed in the cave, inviting the prophet to look within himself and to recognize the boundless knowledge and mercy of Allah. The voice of Gabriel carried with it the assurance of divine presence, urging him to embrace a new path. It was as if the very fabric of time and space had shifted, marking the beginning of an era in which human hearts would be illuminated by the light of divine revelation. The words that were revealed in that sacred moment are preserved in the Holy Quran, in Surah Al-Alaq, verses 1 to 5. Recite in the name of your Lord who created man from a clot. Recite, and your Lord is the most generous, who taught by the pen, taught man that which he knew not. These verses, delivered in a voice both commanding and kind, encapsulated the essence of knowledge and the creative power of Allah. They were not merely instructions to read, but rather an invitation to seek understanding of the universe, to uncover the mysteries of creation, and to embrace the generosity of a Lord who had endowed man with the capacity for learning and reflection. In that moment, every word became a beacon of hope and a call to intellectual and spiritual awakening. The impact of this first revelation was profound and immediate. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, felt an overwhelming mixture of fear, awe, and tenderness. His heart pounded with a sense of divine destiny as he struggled to comprehend the enormity of the experience. The reality that he was chosen as the recipient of Allah's message brought with it both a burden and a blessing. As he returned from the cave, trembling and confused, his inner turmoil was met with the unwavering support of his beloved wife, Khadijah, whose gentle reassurances and steadfast faith helped ease his distress. Her words and belief in the divine nature of the revelation provided him with the courage to accept this sacred trust. It is recorded in authentic hadith collections, including Sahih al-Bukhari and Sahih Muslim, that Khadijah's compassion and unwavering support were instrumental in helping the Prophet understand that he was not alone in his divine mission. In the days that followed, the memory of that fateful night remained etched in the heart of the Prophet. The revelations that began in the cave of Hira continued to pour forth over the next 23 years, gradually forming the foundation of the Quran, a book of guidance, wisdom, and mercy for all of humankind. Each new revelation built upon the first, revealing layers of divine instruction and addressing the myriad challenges and questions of life. The Quran, with its simple yet profound language, calls upon every believer to ponder the signs of Allah in the world around them, to seek knowledge, and to live a life marked by justice, compassion, and humility. The first revelation, therefore, was not an isolated incident, but the spark that ignited a transformative movement, a movement that would eventually spread far beyond the deserts of Arabia to touch hearts and minds across the globe. That sacred moment serves as a timeless reminder of the transformative power of divine guidance. The command Iqra is not simply a call to read. It is an invitation to reflect on the wonders of creation and the infinite mercy of Allah. In simple words, Allah beckons every human being to look at the world with inquisitive eyes and an open heart, to learn from the natural signs that surround them, and to recognize that knowledge is a gift that elevates the soul. The Quran teaches that learning and reflection are not only acts of personal growth, but also acts of worship. As believers immerse themselves in the study of the divine message, they are encouraged to seek understanding in every aspect of life, be it through the study of nature, science, or the inner workings of the human heart. The experience of the first revelation was both a personal and a communal turning point. For the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, it marked the beginning of a mission that would challenge him in countless ways, yet also fortify him with a sense of divine purpose and direction. It was a moment of clarity amidst confusion, a burst of light in a time of darkness. The early Muslims, though initially few in number, found in this revelation a source of hope and a guide to a righteous path. Their faith, born in the shadow of uncertainty and nurtured by divine words, grew steadily as they witnessed miracles, embraced moral teachings, and saw justice enacted through the Prophet's example. The early Islamic community was built on the firm foundation of the divine message, and the first revelation was the cornerstone of that foundation. In reflecting on the first revelation, one cannot help but be struck by the simplicity and depth of its message. The call to read is universal and timeless, urging every generation to explore, learn, and grow. It is a call that transcends time, reminding us that every individual possesses the potential for enlightenment and wisdom. The simplicity of the command belies its profound implications. It is an invitation to break free from ignorance and to embrace a life of intellectual and spiritual fulfillment. By seeking knowledge, believers honor the creation of Allah and acknowledge the intricate beauty and order of the universe. This pursuit of knowledge is a recurring theme throughout the Quran, which repeatedly emphasizes that understanding the signs of Allah is a pathway to true faith and salvation, and the impact of that first revelation continues to resonate in the hearts of Muslims today. It is a moment that is commemorated not only as the inception of the Quran, but also as a symbol of the eternal quest for truth and wisdom. In classrooms, mosques, and homes around the world, the story of that silent night in the cave of Hira is recounted with reverence and awe. It is a story that inspires believers to seek enlightenment, to question, and to never cease in their pursuit of knowledge. The timeless nature of the first revelation is a testament to its enduring relevance. It speaks to the universal human experience and to the innate desire to understand our place in the cosmos. This sacred moment, as narrated in both Quran and Hadith, also reminds us of the importance of humility and reflection. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, did not immediately claim grandeur or superiority after receiving the first revelation. Instead, he approached his newfound mission with humility, recognizing that he was but a servant of Allah, entrusted with a message meant to guide all of humanity. In one well-known narration from Sahih Bukhari, the Prophet is described as being overwhelmed by the experience, his heart filled with both fear and gratitude, a mixture of emotions that underscored the gravity of his divine commission. Such humility is a lesson for all believers. It teaches that true wisdom comes not from pride or arrogance, but from a sincere acknowledgement of one's limitations and an earnest quest for guidance. The unfolding of the revelations over the years served not only as a source of guidance, but also as a means to transform the social and moral fabric of society. Before the advent of these divine words, the Arabian Peninsula was rife with injustice, tribal conflicts, and moral decay. The Quran came as a healing balm, addressing the social inequalities and offering a framework for justice, compassion, and unity. It called on people to treat one another with kindness, to respect the rights of the oppressed, and to live in harmony with one another. The first revelation, with its emphasis on reading and reflection, set the tone for this transformation by highlighting the value of knowledge and the importance of understanding one's purpose in life. In the light of this historical event, every believer is invited to look within and ask, how can I better serve Allah through my own pursuit of knowledge and understanding? The call to Iqra is as relevant today as it was in that quiet cave on a fateful night. It encourages us to immerse ourselves in learning, to explore the mysteries of the natural world, and to seek wisdom from the divine teachings. In doing so, we honor the legacy of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who dedicated his life to conveying Allah's message with sincerity and dedication. The quest for knowledge is a continuous journey, a journey that shapes our character, enriches our minds, and elevates our spirits. For many, the first revelation stands as a symbol of hope and renewal, a reminder that no matter how dark the night may seem, there is always a divine light waiting to guide us. It is a light that dispels ignorance, nurtures understanding, and leads us toward a more meaningful existence. The transformative power of that night is a beacon for all who seek to understand the deeper truths of life, offering a pathway from the confines of limited perception to the boundless realm of divine wisdom. This profound moment encourages us to remain curious, to question, and to never cease in our pursuit of knowledge, for it is through this pursuit that we come closer to the Creator. In embracing the lessons of the first revelation, we learn that faith and knowledge are intertwined. The divine message is not static or confined to a single moment. It is a living, breathing source of guidance that continues to evolve with every generation. The Quran, revealed gradually over many years, reflects the changing circumstances and challenges of life, while remaining rooted in eternal truths. This dynamic nature of revelation teaches us that our understanding of the world is also ever-changing, and that we must remain open to learning, growing, and adapting throughout our lives. The journey of faith is one of constant renewal, a journey that begins with a single transformative moment in the cave of Hira and extends to every aspect of our daily lives. As we reflect on that miraculous night, we are reminded of the immense responsibility that comes with receiving divine knowledge. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was entrusted with the sacred duty of conveying Allah's message to the world, a message that emphasizes mercy, justice, and compassion. This responsibility is not solely his, but it is a legacy that is passed down to every believer. Each of us is called to be a seeker of knowledge, to be a humble servant of Allah, and to share the light of understanding with others. In doing so, we contribute to a world where truth and compassion prevail over ignorance and despair. The story of the first revelation is also a powerful reminder of the importance of perseverance. The journey that began in the cave of Hira was fraught with challenges, doubts, and hardships. Yet, despite the obstacles, the divine message endured, gradually transforming hearts and societies. The early Muslims faced persecution, skepticism, and even violence, but they remained steadfast, buoyed by the unwavering promise of Allah's mercy and guidance. Their resilience is a testament to the transformative power of faith, a faith that is ignited by a single moment of divine encounter and sustained by the continuous revelation of truth. It is a call to all of us to remain steadfast in our own journeys, to trust in the divine plan, and to persist even in the face of adversity. In the quiet moments of our own lives, when we feel overwhelmed by challenges or uncertain about the path ahead, the memory of that first revelation can serve as a source of comfort and inspiration. It reminds us that every moment is an opportunity to seek knowledge, to reflect on the signs of Allah, and to draw closer to the truth. The divine message, revealed in simplicity and clarity, urges us to break free from the shackles of ignorance and to embrace a life of continuous learning and spiritual growth. It is a reminder that the pursuit of knowledge is not merely an academic endeavor, but a profound act of worship that enriches our souls and connects us with our Creator. In conclusion, the first revelation was a moment of extraordinary significance, a moment that changed the course of history and set humanity on a new path of enlightenment and guidance. It was a time when the heavens opened and the words of Allah were revealed with clarity and purpose, inviting every human being to seek knowledge, to reflect on the wonders of creation, and to live a life of righteousness and compassion. This sacred encounter, documented in the Holy Quran and supported by authentic hadith, continues to inspire believers around the world. It teaches us that every journey of faith begins with a single transformative moment, and that the pursuit of knowledge is the key to unlocking the mysteries of the universe. May the memory of that first revelation remind us always to open our hearts and minds to the guidance of Allah. Let us strive to emulate the humility, perseverance, and unwavering dedication of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, as we seek truth and wisdom in our own lives. In a world that is often shrouded in darkness and uncertainty, the light of divine revelation remains a constant beacon of hope and a source of inspiration for all who dare to learn, to grow, and to embrace the infinite mercy of our Creator. Truly, the moment that changed history forever calls us to rise above our limitations, to question, to seek, and ultimately, to live a life filled with purpose, compassion, and unyielding faith.